It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Raiders and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, you look at the Raiders in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situations where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Fighting his way through contact. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards. And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's do this.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 25 on second down, Carr, he dumps it off to Drake. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time, and with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
You remember last year he got off to an incredible start, threw for over 450 yards in 3 straight weeks, including 502 against the Cleveland Browns in Week 4, just 4 yards short of the franchise's single-game record. Then came his injury in Week 5 that pretty well derailed the Cowboys season.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Now's the time. Don't give up, son. Let's go. Come on, time to play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. Take it at the 37. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Carr. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Solomon Thomas breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
His offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, kill.
The give is to Elliott. He stiff arms him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Get ready. Hey, right 52. 26.
On second down, Elliott fights him off. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
42 is the mic.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On second down now. It's Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. On the return comes Drake. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
That's what I want right there, baby. I want that. Come on.
The Raiders offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard.
What now? 180.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 3 yards remain for second down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Now Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 42, check.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Let's go.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
And we get a glance here, Charles, at his 2 touchdown runs.
And partner, have you ever noticed that when someone scores a second time, they have a little bit of extra pep in their step? It's always, they're always fired up to score. But when you get in twice, it's almost like they're thinking, this could be the start of something really big.
Then you want number 3, right?
Oh, without a doubt. Go get it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Carr going to give it to Jacobs, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Carr. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Jacobs from the gun. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The kick by Carlson is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Now Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Good job.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And again, it's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Solomon Thomas picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Watch the pass.
Here's Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And it's been the running game that's pushed them to this halftime lead. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they didn't have quite the same kind of success running the football, but still, not bad for one half of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 38, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Let's do it.
A first down carry by Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
Oh, yeah!
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
This is Elliott. Fights forward at the 20. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. That will tie our game here in the third. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. On the return comes Drake. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 29, Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Shifts past him at the 45. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right back to Drake. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Where's 52? Right 52.
To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this will be caught by Edwards. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, it's Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
We got him. We got him.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 44 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And you think on third down and just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they're going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. A slant to Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that, and we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Running right through him. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, "I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you."
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Card out a throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, as trailing here in the 2nd half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Now Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Prescott now. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Raiders have recovered.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. Fights through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Osa Odighizuwa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Osa Odighizuwa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Prescott to throw. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.